beautiful summer evening here in August, about 80 degrees. Perfect night for a bike night here at the Ice House Inn in Austintown, Ohio. Hi, I'm Rick Guerrero for Armstrong Street Scene. Hey, let's go inside and check out these bikes. I got Mike Rubenstahl from North Jackson in his 95 Harley Road King. Pretty sharp.
Thank you.
Pretty sharp. Stock, right?
The back end stock. Front end's pretty custom.
Let's go over this thing. Let's go from front to back. Make it easy. What have you done here?
Well, we started in the front end. We put a 21-inch mammoth spoke front wheel on there. A custom bell bottom.
Could you buy that fender. Like that?
You can buy the. You can't buy it with the paint on it like that. You can buy
the front rim and everything.
The front rim, yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Then we went to the tank and stretched the tank. Put a fiberglass shell over the tank, stretched the tank.
Okay. How about the fender? We were talking about the fender earlier. That's a what? That's a custom fender.
Custom bell bottom fender from Oldies Inc.
Bell bottom fender. So widens out like bell bottoms. I see. Okay.
Gives a lot cleaner look than the stock Harley.
Sure. So this is a stock Harley engine.
Stock Harley engine is the Evo 88 cubic inch.
How many horses is that?
I really don't know.
Moves pretty
I'm more
good
about the look than
Yeah. Moves pretty good though?
Yep.
95. Who did your paintwork for you?
Paintwork was done by Troy Studio 2 down in Salem, Ohio.
Did a nice job. Very nice. It's an eye catcher, I'll tell you that for sure. And tell me about this paint here on the tank here. This isn't stock here, right?
Not at all. No, he did an awesome job on that painting. He did the flag and then went back in and put some the ripples into the into the blue and the flames there, and just really made that blue pop out of there.
Okay, what I'm saying, like the tank and everything. That's not stock.
No, the tank. Yeah, we put the custom out the tank and stretched it, so it gives it a lot longer look.
You got the original tank underneath here,
right?
And then you put like a nice custom cover over.
Right.
Okay, that's pretty good. That looks neat. And how about the rest of it here? Let's go back. The seat?
The seat is a drag specialties with the stitched in flame.
It's a nice look. Nice look.
Stay with the flame theme throughout the.
And the bags in the back?
Bags are stock now.
Bags are stock,
on the back of my bags here, you'll see my unit patches from when I was in the military.
Where were you in?
I was in 13 years, so where do you want to start?
Were you in the Army?
Army, yes, yes.
Okay. I'm an old Navy guy. Where were you at? Where were you stationed at?
I was in Germany 3 times, Fort Hood, Texas, and Fort Stewart, Georgia.
Oh, great. How about the pipes on this thing? Those are a little different.
A little different. You're not going to find any pipes like that anywhere else around here. It's again, staying with the flame theme. we went with the flame pipes, and I think they're pretty custom. You're not going to find too many of them around here.
They're very nice. They're pretty sharp looking. They're pretty hard to keep clean though, huh?
Very hard to keep clean. Running a couple of times in it, they just blacken right up.
Yeah. What a beauty. What's crazy for? They call you crazy?
That's what they call me.
I wonder why, huh? I wonder why. I got Frank Guzman with me from Poland, Ohio, in his 1997 Honda Valkyrie.
Mm-hmm.
This is this is stock, basically.
Correct. Yes. It's pretty much stock, other than putting the bags on it. I mean, it's a Corbin seat, but the you know, to me it's a little bit more comfortable.
Corbin's like the company that makes
Corbin makes that seat. Yes.
Looks like a nice, comfortable seat.
Oh, it is. I went all the way to Key West on it.
Wow.
Yeah. So and took about 2 days. We took our time going down to Florida.
Bike week down?
I've been to Daytona about half a dozen times. Myrtle Beach.
All the way down?
I didn't at that time. No. It's kind of cold. Yeah, icy, so I don't want to take a chance. But ridden to Myrtle Beach. That's not far. So
that's a good ride.
bike week.
I see on your odometer here. My gosh, you got 78,000 miles. That's some.
Oh yeah.
That's a lot of trucking in a bike.
Well, if I had more time, I'd ride a lot more. I really enjoy it. It's
pretty dependable.
Oh yeah, very. I've never had a problem with the bike at all. I mean, just changing tires, doing the maintenance on it. It runs flawless.
That's a typical bike engine. It's not a car engine, right? They didn't put the car engine in
it's in '97 they made this bike as the first year. What they did was take all the fairings, the bags, all that off the Goldwing, and they jacked up the carbs, the cams, and gave it about 105 horsepower. So they made a cruiser out of it. So this is their cruiser model.
So they call it a flat six.
It's a flat six, correct.
And you're pumping over 100 horsepower out of it.
105, yeah.
Oh, this is nice. This is nice. Really nice. What's special about this?
It's very comfortable. It's quick. It's very quick. You can keep up with a crotch rocket almost. But power-wise, I can be in second gear, and I don't have to downshift in 20 miles an hour or what have you. I just crank it. You got a lot of torque, and it takes off.
Very nice. Is this a stock paint job and everything?
It is. It's the original paint job for '97. That's it. It was red and white. There's not really too many of them. But like I said, I love the bike. It's an awesome bike.
Yeah, it looks nice. It's a very beautiful bike.
No, thank you. Appreciate it.
You're watching Armstrong Street Scene.
Every Tuesday at the Ice House, they have a bike show during the summer months, and Fast Freddy from CD, what is it, 93.3?
Yeah, 93.3 now. A lot of people still call it CD 106, but, you know. But yeah, from 93.3, and we are out here every Tuesday night. And finally, you guys must be our good luck charm, because we finally got some sunshine, because it's been really tough trying to get some nice weather here this summer.
Yeah, it was tough. I kept watching the weather, I said, oh boy, I don't know. We talked yesterday, and he said around 2, 3 o'clock it's supposed to come in. It's beautiful, like 80 degrees out here, a couple clouds in the sky. The bikes are beautiful.
Well, I think you came on the right day. You guys definitely brought us some sunshine. This is a real nice crowd here for us, probably one of our nicest crowds here so far this year. They probably knew you guys were coming. Maybe that's the thing. They hear I'm out here. They knew I'm out here all the time, so maybe they hear, oh, somebody else different is coming, so maybe we'll be able to have some fun. No, I'll tell you what, this is a great place for bike night. You know, we're just kind of, it's a little more laid back than some of the other bike nights. We're back here behind the Ice House, and we've been doing this for years now, and it's just a great time. We have an awesome time. Oh boy, this one is probably more than 10 years old. This is one of the longest running bike nights in the area, you know, the couple at the Loop and a few other ones, but this is like right up there for one of the longest running bike nights in the area.
Very nice, I love it here tonight. I feel real comfortable here tonight. Got some great interviews, and thanks for having us down there.
I'm just glad you guys were able to come down. I'm glad we were able to have some nice bikes down here. And it's like this though, you know, when we get the nice weather and we get these really nice bikes down here, that's one thing about our area. We have so many motorcycle enthusiasts here, and we've got a ton of nice bikes. You know, we go to some of these bike shows and some of these bike nights, you never know what's going to come pull it in next. And that's one of the beauties about the bike nights, is because people in Northeast Ohio and Western Pennsylvania love their motorcycles. They love to get out on 2 wheels, and a place like this, you never know what's going to come rolling in.
You got it. We got some beauties tonight. You might remember this mug from the Street Scene Car and Bike Show. Wayne had the 72 Mercury Capri, that dark green one, right?
Yeah, right.
And then Wayne pulls in today with a 68 Honda CB 450.
Right, yeah.
This is pretty nice, Wayne.
Yeah, it's
Where'd you find this at?
Found it in Canton, Ohio, and it's been obviously redone and refurbished, and it's stock. And once again, you'd find this in the showrooms of a Honda dealership back in the 60s.
Right. Boy, this is really nice. It's clean. I can't believe it.
Yeah,
so
it's a beautiful bike.
68 Honda.
Right.
So you're talking what, 45?
45 years old.
45 years old. Wow.
Yeah.
This is nice. So how did you come across this?
Well, I've always wanted one, and I had a Honda Superhawk, a 305. And I took it to Spike's in Canton to get fixed. And when I went in the showroom, they had this sitting there, and I just thought, oh my gosh, I gotta have it. So I sold my other 2 bikes and picked this up.
This thing looks like it moves probably about 200 miles an hour.
It goes. It's pretty fast, but yeah, 450 cc's. It's bigger than the Superhawk, the Dream, the Scrambler back then. But this is the bike that they made, I guess, after the 305s. And the later models, when you got into the 70s, they changed the fenders, so they had chrome fenders, and the bike was essentially the same, but the fenders were chrome, and they went with a 5-speed transmission. But this is just a 4-speed.
How's she run for you?
Great, runs great. It's just a nice riding bike, and I've had a lot of fun with it, and I hope to keep it for a while.
What do you get for gas mileage?
I have no idea.
50, 60,
probably, whatever. But yeah, this is. There aren't too many like this from what I understand.
There's not too many left, really.
Right,
This
right.
was 35 years ago.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. You'll see them on eBay. There's one on eBay right now that they found in the barn. You know, it's
Right.
But
You
you
see
know,
these like on American Pickers and stuff like
Yeah.
that. They're going crazy over them.
right. But very few of them are in this great shape. So I'm happy to have it. And it's been a lot of fun.
Great. Hey, Wayne, once again, thank you for sharing your ride
Thank you.
with us.
Thanks for watching my dad, Rick Guerrero, on Armstrong Street Scene.
Welcome to Tech Tips. Today I have Guy Shively with me from Guy's Graphics here in Austin Town. What do we got going on here today, Guy?
These are some doors off a Model A pickup truck street rod from up near Cleveland, Eastlake. These two guys have a body shop. Steve and Mark, that's where they get the S&M. But they brought these down for me to letter. This is a steel cab Model A 2829 with a shortened bed that they metal flaked.
Oh, that's heavy metal flake there, huh?
Oh boy, takes a lot of clear to cover all that. And they wanted their body shop name, so I told them I'd do it as colorful as possible. I think I'm still going to add an outline of lime green around everything. But this is all done with sign enamel.
Okay, well, when you do this, Guy, how do you do it? Say like, what do you do first there?
Well, you lay it out.
Okay.
I wipe the lines off. You can still see some of them down here. Obviously, I painted the purple first, then outlined it in light blue. Got that looking the way I wanted to. And then there's 3 different colors in the word auto body to overlap it. I think things look better overlapped and tied in together. And this is done. This paint doesn't get clear coated. When you're done lettering, it's over.
So if they ever wanted to take this off, could they take it off?
Yeah, actually it comes off with oven cleaner.
Oven cleaner?
Yeah, most everything's clear coated anymore, so
Right.
you can't hurt the finish. And I didn't believe that when I first heard it, but I've taken enough lettering off stuff and never messed up a
Oven cleaner
finish.
does it, huh?
Yeah, it doesn't come off immediately. It takes a while. I delettered my truck back here.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Okay, when you're painting this, okay, you have different brushes.
Yeah,
with different strokes and everything. So what would you use a bigger brush
this
for?
is the bigger one for the
Okay.
purple.
Okay.
This is a smaller one for. I use a long, narrow one for the outline because it pulls better.
And is there a certain type of paint you use for this?
Yeah, it's all. I think they called it bulletin paint. It's sign enamel, but the way they make it, it's got a lot more pigment in it than regular enamel paint, so it covers in one coat. Although these warm colors, a lot of times you have to double coat them to make them look good. There's 2 coats on this orange here.
Okay, so you're talking warm colors like
Yeah,
lighter colors like that?
oranges, reds, yellows. They're a lot more transparent than blues and purple. That's why I use blue on a lot of stuff.
Looks good. So you say you got one more coat to put on here, one more.
Yeah, I'm kind of making this up as I go. I showed him some ideas, and he liked them all. So I kind of went with that lettering, and I don't know, this script under there.
From there to there.
And then I just kind of make it up as I go. You stand back and look at it and try and decide what it needs. And fortunately, I've done that enough that no one's screamed at me too much.
You're the master. They trust your judgment.
As long as their wife likes it, you're good. you're good to go.
Here we go. Let's start with bike number 1. On your mark, get set, go. Bike number 1, what do you think? All right, Big L with bike number 2.
Get set. Go. Radar, bike number 5. Go! Bike number 7. Number 3. All right, there we go. Big L, number 3, takes the championship tonight. How about a nice hand for Big L?
I got Juan Cardona from Youngstown, Ohio, on his 2001 Yamaha R1. It's
Yeah.
pretty nice, Juan.
Yeah, thank you. Started from scratch. It was wrecked when I got it.
Did it at the boneyard?
Yeah, just about.
Uh-huh.
Custom paint, extended swing arm over the years. It's been about 2 years since I've been working on it.
So what's this considered? What kind of bike is this for those who don't know? Like myself, I'm not real familiar with these, okay?
It's a sport bike.
It's a sport bike. It's a race. Is it a street racer?
Yeah, street and strip, I would say.
Okay. Let's go from the front to back. Make it easy on me. What do we got? What do we got going on here? How about the shocks into the front end and everything? Is that stock?
Yeah, we got a stock suspension on it, powder coated wheels. We're wrapped with Shinko tires.
Are those special tires, the Shinko?
Yeah, pretty good quality tire. Also put in the chrome mesh in there, filling the inserts.
Okay.
Double bubble windshield.
Does that work pretty good?
Yeah, it gives it a little lift on the air pressure, and got billet aluminum levers and spike bar ends.
I like to talk about the engine, but you can't see the darn thing.
Oh yeah.
What do you got hidden underneath there?
1,000 cc's, stage 2 Brock's jet kit, and a Voodoo exhaust.
A what?
Voodoo exhaust.
Voodoo. Okay.
Common strip.
That sounds scary.
Yeah, sounds pretty good. Gives a little sound. Stage 2 clutch kit. K&N air filter.
Gotta have that.
Oh yeah.
Gotta have
Gotta
that.
get the air.
All right, let's go back into the back end here. What we got going on with that arm back there?
J&D Customs made that swing arm. It's 8 inches over stock.
Where's the 8 inches at?
They added on to the rear. The tire's usually down here in the middle.
Okay.
They added another 8 inches from here back.
So you're back in here with the 8 inches.
Oh yeah.
And what's the purpose of this?
Keep it from standing up. You know,
So when you
you
start off-
get a lot more right off the takeoff, right on the tree.
Instead of having a wheelie bar or something like that.
Oh yeah, yeah. This keeps you down on the ground. Lower in length. That dropped to 3 inches. That way, you know.
Where'd you drop it at?
Yeah, lower in length here. Adjustable. That way you could, for each rider's preference.
Oh, you can automatically do this.
Yeah. just
Okay.
2 bolts there. You lower it down or lift it back up.
Okay. The lower is probably the better, right?
Yeah. Keeps you down.
Does it hurt to ride at all?
It's a little spongy right now, I think. I think it could be a little, no passengers can get on there though. Yeah, it's the end of that.
What about the shock in the middle here? That's all you have?
Yeah, that's OEM, that's gas shock.
Gas.
Basically about like what you have on a four-wheeler or a dirt bike, same situation there.
This is all street legal.
All street legal.
What color is it?
It's PT Cruiser Blue.
Sounds good. This is a beaut. I'd like to go for a ride on it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it moves. I bet you're well over 100 on this thing, huh?
Oh yeah, about 130 is about as where I've had it.
Greg Spencer in front of me with his 1981 Harley-Davidson Shovelhead. Is that what they call it?
That's right.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Old school
this
chopper.
Looks old school. It looks like something that come out of the 70s.
Yes, it is. It's styled after an old school 70s chopper.
Right.
Frisco tank, hardtail frame.
Let's start at the front of it and work our way back. It's the Springer front end.
It's got a taper leg. Paco.
Those were real big back in the 70s.
Yes, they were. Yes, and there's a reason they're not so big anymore. But
well, they're not very comfortable.
They don't ride too well, and
they have a nice look to them.
Yes, they do. It's classic. You know, all the Harley bikes from the 30s and 40s had Springer front ends. So.
But they were tucked in a little closer.
Exactly. Yes. This frame's got a little rake to it, which pushes the front wheel out.
Where'd you rake it at?
It's got 38 degrees of rake.
Okay, right. Where'd you rake it at? Right up in
right here in the neck. That's right. It just angles this out. Pushes that front wheel out here.
We just interviewed a fellow, and his rake was in the there. So.
21-inch front wheel, which is old school. That large diameter, little bitty tire.
Right.
You know, solo seat. You know, sitting on the springs. This is your suspension right here.
Okay.
This is it. This is the suspension.
Yeah, hardtail.
And open belt drive.
So that's not stock, right?
No. There isn't hardly anything stock on this motorcycle.
Let's talk about the. I had a Sportster myself, okay?
Yes.
And this tank doesn't look like. It looks like my Sportster tank, but it
not
doesn't.
really. Yeah.
What you do to
What
it?
we do with these is, because the tank sits on such an angle on the backbone of the frame, with the front of the tank cranked up, we have to take the cap out of here, which would normally be here.
Right.
Fill that opening. Move the cap opening to the very top front of the tank. Basically, what that does is let you fill it to the brim.
Oh, so if you would put it here, you could have the half
Exactly.
tank.
This would all be air up here.
Okay.
And since it only holds 2 gallons, you know, you can't afford to waste space.
But I noticed you took the space out of the front of it too.
Yes,
right.
yes.
Did that,
just to fill that in to make it look like it belongs.
Did you increase the?
That doesn't really increase much of it, no.
The petcock.
And we move the petcock to the very back, flat on the bottom of the tank. So all the fuel runs down and it comes out right here.
Okay.
And there's no reserve, so once you use up your 2 gallons, that's it.
Okay.
The only thing this bike has that really doesn't belong is this silly little speedometer, and it's not really for looking at. What it does is it keeps track of the mileage.
Oh, okay.
Because with 2 gallons of fuel, obviously,
what do you get there?
it gets about 40.
40.
But you obviously got to keep track of how far you've gone, because there's no reserve. You know, once it runs out, that's it. You push.
Tell me about the handlebars.
And handlebars are basically 10-inch apes.
Ape hanger, what do they call them?
Ape hanger handlebars.
These things, you can get those.
You can get them 20 inches tall.
This looks like more comfortable
Well,
to me.
legally, they can't be above your shoulders. Or they can pull you over and ticket you.
What are you looking for here? The look or the feel?
A little of both.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a compromise, you know.
When the guys have them real high, what's that?
Yeah, but
they don't look very comfortable to me.
Well, it's hard to handle your bike when they're over your head, you know, and there's a reason for the law like that, you know. But the look is nice, you know, so you got to kind of pick something in moderation, you know.
And you modified them here?
Modified them here. This is the riser assembly, which bolts to the top of the Springer, and that's made by me. And I didn't want some store-bought risers, so I constructed this because it kind of just blends in and disappears.
You powder coat them?
Yes.
That's good.
And these are stock Harley-Davidson handlebar lever assemblies, but I take and I cut off all the excess material. Normally would be a big switch block on here.
Okay.
Cut all that off, smooth all that out, paint them, and basically we got a button over here for the horn, and we got a button over here because this bike's electric start, and that's
sweet.
it.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I remember my old Harley. I used to kick that thing, and it used to slip on me. Oh my God, my leg used to be so sore when it would miss. I said, oh my God.
And of course, I had to. This is the luggage rack I built, handmade, and just in case I want to ride it somewhere and I wanted to throw a saddlebag or something on there, or I wanted to tie my jacket on there, so I got this little rack. Well, then my girlfriend decided she might want to sit on here, so I had this little pad built. And as you can see, there's not much there.
Woman hanging
there
on
isn't much there. So usually I have to kind of bribe her with some stuff to get her to climb on there.
Right.
Yeah.
Couple beers.
Yeah, something like that. Exactly.
How about you got historical plates on here?
It's titled as a 1981, so it qualifies. And you know, it's not a bike that gets ridden everywhere.
Standing in front of an 07 Harley-Davidson 1500 Super Glide, and I got Greg Anderson and Marlo Taylor with me here.
Yeah, this is one of a kind. We did a lot of customization of it. We started out with raking out the front end to make it longer. It has an 8-degree increased rake.
Where's that? Tell everybody where that rake's at.
The rake, if you look at these are what they call triple trees right here. And normally they stand straight up, but what we did is we put a new triple tree on, which then leans it out a little farther to make the front end longer on the Super Glide.
So you didn't rake the frame at all?
No, it's just a triple tree which holds the front legs, and instead of standing straight up, they come out a little bit longer so we could put a bigger wheel on.
It's a nice look too.
Oh yeah, it makes it, and the handling is a lot nicer with the big 21-inch front wheel. And then we put this wraparound front fender on, and it was painted by the Wizard out in New Springfield. He did the skulls, and then Beckett's in Boardman did the paint. He painted the front windshield and the bags in the back. So they did a really good job.
How about the rim? What kind of rim is got on there?
Actually, it's a I forget the name of it, but it's a 6-spoke rim, and it just adds a little bit of beauty and shine to the bike.
Really nice.
Yeah.
And, a lot of bling.
Oh yeah.
And plus the spinner.
And then we have the spinners. When you're driving, they spin. You know, they just gives it a little bit of appeal when you're riding. You know, people see it and they like it. We have Vance & Hines short shot pipes. It gives it a little bit of a loud sound. Also the crash bar, well, actually they're called highway bars. Gives it a little bit of a bigger bagger look. We have the front. These are forward controls, so we are able to brake, and then these are just footrests right here. Makes it a little bit more of a comfortable ride.
On the jugs, I see those look pretty sharp.
Yeah, the jugs, Harley-Davidson at Bike Town, what they did was they did a big bore kit, which gives it a 103 cubic inch engine, and then they had the jugs diamond cut, which gives it a little bit extra flair, a little bit more bling.
Yeah, it gives it a nice look. It gives it a real nice look.
Yeah, and then the bags, DZ Customs in Boardman, what they did was they put a longer fender on the back, and that came from another Dyna, and then they put the touring bags on.
What do you mean another Dyna, like the same year or?
Yeah, actually it was 2013. The bike's called a Switchback, and the Switchback is a 2013 Switchback. They came with longer fenders, so that fender actually would fit my bike, which made it, just no customization. It was really nice. And DZ Customs put this whole back end together, and this was painted, these skulls in the back,
were painted by a guy named Chris LaGorda. So he did the back end, and the Wizard in New Springfield did the front end. Pretty much just everything's customized, and we have some blue LED lights.
I just saw those are pretty sharp.
Yeah, we have to have a lot of safety gear on here. Let me, I don't know if you want to see the headlights. What they do is they're called daylight headlights.
Okay.
And when I turn them on, you could see forever. I mean, it's almost like car lights.
That's what you need.
Oh yeah, I could see from all the way to the sides.
You want everybody to see it coming down the road.
Oh yeah, and then the back has LED brake lights, which they flash 5 or 6 times when you hit your brakes to alert drivers behind you that you're stopping.
I got whacked on my motorcycle once many years ago.
Oh yeah.
That wasn't fun.
Got to have all this stuff.
Right on the hood of this car.
Got to have all this stuff.
Yeah.
So pretty much all the bling, and the best looking bling is sitting on it right now. And
that's Marlo.
I love it. That's Marlo.
What do you do for a living?
I own All-Star Driving School, and it's in Boardman. We have about 5 locations in Mahoning and Trumbull and Columbiana counties. And
so who do you teach?
All the teenagers, 16-year-olds. What we do is all the 16-year-olds in the school, they come to us. Some adults come, and we also have what they call remedial classes.
Do you wear a helmet when you do that?
Well, we don't teach them. Well, we did in the car.
Yeah,
we need them in the car sometimes. Oh yeah.
That's
sometimes.
a tough job.
Bubble wrap. We need bubble wrap sometimes. But but it's a lot of fun, and I enjoy the kids and stuff, and it's a lot of fun riding the bike too. So.
Hi, I'm Autumn, and you're watching Armstrong Street Scene.
The idea is to be the last bike to cross the finish line. You got to stay in your lane, you go outside of your lane, or you put your foot down, you lose. It's that easy. Go! On your mark, get set, go!
I got Jared Lutzenheiser from Salem, Ohio in his 2013 Harley-Davidson Road
Glide. Yep.
This isn't stock, right?
Nothing about it. This bike actually showed up last year when the 13s arrived at our shop. My family owns Thunder Harley in Sharon, PA. So this was the first bike we got. Took it right in the service department, went right to work right from there. Basically stripped it all down, had an idea what I wanted to do, and it kind of changed up along the way.
Let's work our way from the front to the back. How's that?
It's fine with me. First of all, we started with a Bagger Nation 23-inch front wheel. To make this happen, we had to rake the triple trees to get the right rake and trail so the bike would handle properly.
So you raked the triple trees this time,
yep.
Not the frame itself.
Yep.
Okay.
With the 23, all you need is the triple trees.
Okay.
Handles fine at 100+ miles an hour. From there, we took a fender, and I kind of made it the way I wanted it to look.
Was it a stock fender?
No, this is a wrap fender for the bigger wheel. With the 23, you got to change the front fender, so we took the wrap fender, and it basically came all the way out down around here. So what we did was cut it and shaved it to get the shape that we wanted, to get that more aggressive look.
On the bottom.
The bottom, that's how it came. I kind of wanted to keep the points flowing throughout the bike, like on the headlight bezel, on the windshield.
What did you do to this bezel?
Well, with the full fairing, what we did is the stock fairing has a bunch of bolts that go all the way around it. They're ugly, doesn't look cool. So what we did is fiberglassed everything in, mocked it all up, molded the windshield into the fairing, created these custom hood scoops. This is a one-off fairing. There's not another one like it. You know, makes it stand out. Then from there, to give the front end a complete look, we put the LED headlights in it that we sell at our shop.
Those look pretty bright.
Oh, I get people that flash me during the daytime with the low beams on.
Yeah.
I mean, at night, it's insane. The name for those headlights is actually the Harley Daymaker LED lights, so you kind of get the hint from there.
You got two of them in there too, so wow.
Yeah, they're very bright.
Let me ask you before you go any further, what color is this?
This is a factory color. We actually matched it. It's called Candy Orange. It's a 2013 factory color.
Candy orange, a lot of metallic in it.
A lot of metallic. At night, it kind of looks a little bit more red.
Looks like you hit it pretty close though.
Oh yeah, yeah. The inner fairing is actually the only thing that was left stock on the bike. This is a factory inner fairing. This is how close we got it, so you can tell. You know, it was a pretty good match. We got pretty aggressive with the fiberglassing though. Along with the fairing, we did the little accents on the actual glove box doors itself. Flowed those accents through and stretched the headlight bezel a little bit. Got the accents up there.
So before you start doing this, do you like diagram it first? You put it down on paper?
Just kind of go with it.
Just go with it?
Yep, just kind of go with it and whatever look, you know, we're going for. This one was kind of just, you know, with these accents, that's what we were going for. Just kind of make it flow. Simple. We didn't want any aggressive paint, no flames, no skulls. Just wanted to keep it smooth and simple.
Let's work on the gauges here. What do we got
the
going
gauges,
on here?
we sell those at the shop as well. They're blacked out with an orange dial, which really matches the paint.
Those aren't stock?
No, again, nothing. Not stock. With the gauges, we also put a 600-watt system in there. It has 4 6.5-inch speakers.
You got what? One speaker here, one speaker here?
Yep, we put 2 on the inside of the fairings, which we actually had to cut and
right in here.
get those to fit.
Okay.
Has XM radio on it, a CD player. I can hook my iPod, iPhone, anything up to it.
Right.
So various different media stations we can, you know, roll along with it.
What do we got going on here?
Well, we took the stretch tank. It's still a stock 6-gallon tank, and we just
6 gallons?
Yep, 6 gallons, but we stretched it so it flows into the bike and doesn't look small. Since we made everything else bigger, you have to make the tank bigger to make everything look right.
Did you add capacity to the tank?
No, it's still just a 6-gallon tank. We just stretched the sides. The stock tank would stop right about here.
Oh, okay.
So we added, you know, an extra 6 inches to the tank or so. Stretched the dash panel, so now it has a pop-up 6-gallon gas cap.
That's it.
Yep, and that's it.
Let's do that again. Let's talk about the bags on it.
The bags are also stretched along with the back fender. We stretched the bags 4 inches.
How did you stretch the bags? What do you do when you stretch the bags?
Well, when you stretch the bags, you have to tweak the actual hardware up that the bags sit on to get them to align right in the back.
Okay.
You have to mess with a couple other features of the actual structure of the bike to get them to fit real well.
Did you add anything to them? Like
well, what we did to the bags, the only thing that we made was, you can tell from the back, along with those accents I was talking about earlier, we stretched these. Usually they just come straight across, so we added these accents to the back of the bags just to make the back end flow really well, kind of dress it up. That's also a one-off design. You can't just buy these, you have to make them. So, yep, stretch the back, whatever, I mean, 4 inches or so.
What are you sporting underneath that back fender there? I can't tell.
Well, The bike actually looks really low right now. It has Legend air ride suspension, so we can slam it all the way down to the ground when we're sitting at a show or whatever to get that real low profile look. And then when I'm riding, I can hit a button that's on my handlebars, and it'll actually rise the bike up about 2 3/4 of an inch.
Get a better
So,
ride that way?
it rides like a cloud. I mean, you don't even know you're on it.
You know what, Jay? I saw these pipes on the other side. We were on the left side of it. Let's go on the right side. I don't know if these pipes.
Well, these pipes have a really interesting name. They're called the Up Yours exhaust system.
So where'd that name come from?
Well, it's from the company that I actually bought all the parts off of, Dirty Bird Concepts in Arizona. We're a dealer for them up at the shop, wanted to build a show bike with just all their parts on it. So that's just a really aggressive side exit pipe. A lot of people go with the exhaust system off the back end. We wanted to get a nice side exit to make the back end clean so there's no exhaust holes in the fenders of the bags. Sounds really good. It's not too loud when you're riding, but
Beautiful evening here in Austintown, Ohio at the Ice House. Bike night, Tuesday night. Great time, great weather. I loved it. Had a heck of a time. Can't hear after all that noise. What a great night. For Armstrong Street Scene, I'm Rick Guerrera. I'll see you down the road.